Hello everybody, my name is Peachy Banjo 8008 and whoop, that was scary. And welcome back to another episode of Contwonents. Yeah, I told you we still had some loose ends to tie together, some small stuff to do. So I thought today we'd do kind of a more laid back sort of episode. And we get the interior of this house finished. Now, here, you can see some stuff, I know. I'm going to start up here because this stuff is like all done. So let's start up here, shall we? Here is the bedroom. Now, I'm going to preface this. I've been playing Contwonents for a bit more this week just because I've been trying to wrap everything up. So yeah, we have this bedroom. I'm happy with how it turned out. I like the pink. It feels like a very open room, which I don't know if I like or not, but I do like how this bed turned out. And then, of course, these hanging signs. You're going to see these hanging signs a lot. They're very good for decoration. And just a little sitting area. My biggest problem with decorating this actually has been wool, because I don't have a sheep farm, and so I've been having to go out and get wool myself by killing sheep, which is not ideal. And then out here we have the staircase that leads up to it with my little memorabilia shelf. There's a lot of these throughout the house. And here's the storage room. I had all of these shulker boxes tucked away in this chest. Then I took them out so I could put them on the wall. We have my rocket box. We have my ender chest, which presently has nothing in it. And then we just have all my storage. Furnaces got tucked beneath the staircase. In here, obviously, we've Albert the pufferfish, but also we have the dragonfight souvenir. We have a dragon head. We have the goat horn. We have my first diamond pickaxe. We have the Emerald Empire keystone that we all were given. All the members of the Emerald Empire, anyway. And here, I didn't really finish this room, but it's mostly decorated anyway. Enchanting area. Outside we have an area, just sort of like a plant area. I didn't really, here, let's pop that on over here. I didn't really do much over here other than kind of bone meal some stuff. And I put some of the flowers that I'm getting from my sniffers out here on this balcony. So that's about it. There are these little boxes everywhere that desperately need flowers, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. And then down here, what I've been working on recently is I built this little kitchen area, which has my happy birthday cake. I relocated it. And then I'm thinking we're just going to put maybe maybe a bookshelf or like a table or something over there. I'm not quite sure on what's going to happen in here yet. I do know, however, that I want to change the floor in here because right now this is not what a kitchen. Oh boy, I forgot I did all that. Yeah, I want to make this more into a kitchenly floor, which involves some checkerboard patterns. So I placed down all this diorite, right, but I think the texture is too busy for in here. So I think what we're going to have to do is make it into polished diorite first, and then we can go through, and because I think that'll just make for a cleaner look overall. I like busy, but I don't want it to be too busy. So let's turn this all into polished diorite and start over again. There we go. That's looking more like it. That's a nicer little kitchen area. Oh, up here I put a little totem of him dying as a sort of nod to the wither fight. Alright, over here, oh my goodness, my inventory is not being managed particularly well right now. Let's make use of some of this spruce stuff that we have and make a chair here. Bang bang, bang bang, that looks good. And then, honestly, I want another rug. But those are such a pain, so we're gonna hold off on that. Maybe instead I'll just I'll change the floor to be just a slightly different texture. There we go. I think that kind of works as a rug. And then right here, let's go back upstairs and grab some iron. And I think we've kind of, if I can get down these stairs, I think we've kind of established a theme of cherry leaves being the plant of choice already. So we're gonna go with that, and then maybe I kind of want to put something like a shelf right there. I don't know what we can put on it though. We're kind of running out of memorabilia. Let me check through here and see what all we have. Aha! Enderman farm. Enderman head. This will do quite nicely. Boom. There we go. So this kind of complex is complete. Now, we have this corridor, which frankly, I think we can actually get accomplished right now, because all that really requires is just some barrels. So let's maybe make a few of those. And we've actually kind of got a sort of desk situation going on here, so maybe here, let's invent a chair for that desk. Perfect. I don't know. No, I can't break that wall. I wish I had something else to just kind of put on the desk, but alas, I don't think I do. But I think that fills up this space quite nicely. And then over here, I honestly have no idea. One thing I do want to make sure of though is that everywhere has a, like every major room gets a crafting table. So I think maybe let's take out this barrel and put a crafting table down. I like incorporating the crafting table. That is definitely not a crafting table. Yeah, I like incorporating the crafting tables into the design of the decorations. In here, honestly, I have not the slightest idea. Maybe, how do you make armor stands? Does that require smooth stone? I think it does. There we go, we've got an armor stand, and we actually have a few, so we can do some stuff with them if we, there we go, perfect, we can do more stuff with them later if we want to. Chest plate, and I think I actually have other armor back in the spawn village, so let's go grab some of that. Well, I have another chest plate, if that's any use. I'll also take those. A sword, and that seems to be it. I will take the copper, and I will take the salmon head. Now, if I remember correctly, armor stands can't normally hold things, but we do have that famous magic book on the server that allows for all the armor stand manipulation. So maybe this'll work for what I want. There we go, that will work for what I want. Give you that. How about we give you a salmon head too? There we go. That's nice. That looks that looks pretty fun. That's what goes in this room. All right. So in here, this is kind of a big space. What do I do with it? First of all, stone cutter. That's what gets to go there. Let's do some. Let's do some magic with copper, shall we? 48 slabs. Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess, what do we want to do with these? Do we want to make like shelves out of them, or I did not think this through. I'm assuming this will be, let's make this into a kind of large dining area. Let's make some tables. So we're gonna put one there. Bang, 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 bang. This chest, oh, it has some stuff. I'll destroy that. I don't know really what to do with all that garbage except for let it despawn. And then we'll put another long table here. How about? We'll set it up there. Perfect. That looks foreboding and such. Oh, you know what I should get? I have to go all the way back to spawn to do it. But we should make a few candles to set on these tables. So I figured that while I'm doing all this sort of stuff, I could maybe talk a little bit about my plans for Continent Season 2. Now, for anybody wondering, Continent Season 1 does not have a set end date yet. Continent Season 2 does not have a set start date yet. All I can really tell you is that things are sort of finishing up around here. You can expect Season 2 to start soon. I'll say that. But let's throw that out. I don't want some extra ingots around. But I have begun doing some preliminary planning for Continent Season 2. So I was playing around in a creative test world the other day. It was, I don't know when it was. Just the other day. And I have like an entire design planned out now for my starter house on Continent Season 2. So that'll be exciting. I have some, it's going to take some work to gather all the necessary materials for it. But I don't usually plan out my beginning stuff like that, and so I think it's kind of nice to have an idea of what I want to do. Sort of a goal, something to work towards on episode 1. I'm sure other stuff will end up inevitably happening on episode 1. But at least I have a sort of plan. I want to get that starter house built, or at least started. Or at least, at the very least, all the materials that I need collected for it. Another thing I want to do next season is I have some plans for the sort of style I want to build in. I want to build more in sort of this style for the entire season. I'm saying I want a lot, but I have some ideas. I want to have a sort of more immersive thing. I want a lot more paths going on, and I know Melson mentioned something like that in his last episode. I also want to have like various different districts, right? So I'll have one specific area in one biome that I do all of my farming in. I do all of my crops, all of my flowers from the sniffers, all of my like pastures, farms, meadows. Maybe I'll put animals in there. I'll have that one area, that one sort of town. And then a little bit further away, I'll have a path leading to it so horses can get between there. I will have like an enchanting town. So over there, it's going to be a little bit more of a magical theme. Maybe I'll put some villagers in there to get all the books. Maybe that's where my main enchanting setup would be. That'd probably also be the location of the Nether portal, right? And then a little bit of ways from that, we can have, hey, this is where all my stone is going to be. So I'm going to build a big quarry here, and I'm going to store all my stone in this one location. So it's kind of like the opposite of having a centralized storage location, right? Instead of having just one base where you do absolutely everything at, I want to have several smaller bases, towns, if you will, where I am going to put all of my things. And then, ideally, I'll have a horse in the early game, and it'll probably end up being an elytra, more like, though. And I'll have to travel between all of them using the paths that I build to get to all the things that I want. And that hopefully should just create a more sort of immersive feel, which would be cool, I think. I think I'm also going to make use of more immersive client-side mods next season to just make the whole experience just a little bit nicer, a little less rough around the edges. And of course, my biggest thing that I want to get accomplished next season is I want to use voice chat. I want to use voice chat a lot more than I do currently, which is approximately 0. I don't think I've ever used voice chat on this server. I have it all set up. I have a way for it to work. I just need to use it. So, hopefully that'll be true. And I know there's going to be some other changes in the coming season. I'm not going to tell you what exactly those are, but I do know that stuff is coming. Things are going to be changing. I think it's going to be well appreciated. This season we've been playing on this world for a while. It's almost been a year, which is certainly the longest running SMP that I've ever been a part of. So I think we all deserve a little bit of a fresh start, if that makes sense. Let's just put this here. And anyway, while I was yammering on, we got this sort of kitchen area done. I wish I need 6 more pieces of carpet, but we'll just decorate it, and instead we'll put in, let's just put in some stripped oak logs again like we did in that other room, but let's make it a little bit of a pattern. Perfect, look at that. Which means that we are done with everything in here except for this long hallway and this room in here. I need more of these pitcher plants to get these going. So I don't think I'm going to do only pitcher plants. I think I'm going to go get some more. I want it to be roses, kinda. I think I'm going to do, quite honestly, just whatever 2 tall flower I can get my hands on. So let's take a look around there. Hang on. This is marking the spot of an azalea tree, right? There's a lush cave down there. There's one right here, too. I have never noticed this one before. I don't know how. I just haven't, I guess. That's sort of interesting. But not exactly. That's what I'm looking for. Rose. Rose bushes are my favorite flower in this game. Rain. Alright, well, I got what I needed anyway. So, there we go. Put a little thingy thing here. And just like that, this room is completo. So look at that. We only have this long corridor to decorate. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think maybe we extend the kitchen out to here. There's that. And then maybe, I don't know, I have some leftover barrels. We can always just do a little barrel thing right there to finish that off. Oh, you know what? Let's put some armor stands there. And then we'll give one of them my chest plate that I never wear. I did a bad thing. I can't get my book back. Well, oh well, I took that away from him. Give me that. Place that there. Do that on you. Do that. Perfect. Alright, so that's sort of a thing going on, and we'll just top that with copper because that is what we have a lot of right now. And yeah, just like that, the entire interior to this house is complete, which I actually never thought I was going to get done. I always thought this was going to be an empty house with no life on the inside. So I'm glad to see that I got it complete. Yeah. Speaking of complete, I believe this episode is probably complete. It was another one of the more chill, less progress episodes, but we did get some of the build. We got what I wanted to do done. So, yeah, that's all I have for you this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.